everyone. This is live, and I know, so far I haven't got anyone about, it's not the point. Just gonna say welcome to this new episode of Ways to Better Living. And this is your host, as always, Coolio. And today's topic is dealing with how do you view money? In other words, what is your view on money? So as you all know, this one is live, but I will do it as I usually do the podcast, with starting off with giving a brief description of what the view of money is in general as to the majority, and in this case, the world. Now, in thinking in this light, everyone have their own view of money, but there's one general view of money, and that's what I would deal with as to the general view of money. Majority thinks that without money, they cannot do anything. And in that line, majority thinks money is what makes things get done properly, or in the layman's term, as they put it, money makes the world go round, in the layman's term. So this is the majority of the view of money. And others will tell you that yes, you do need money in order to get by. So now, with all this in place, as an individual, separate yourself from the general view of what is your view of money. Are you one that thinks that without money you cannot do anything? Or are you one that thinks that money helps you to get by? Why do I choose this topic today? I did not think about this till the very moment I decided to choose it. In a sense, my heart moves me directly towards this, as I did not know what I was going to do. That's why I decided to do a live. Every time I come to this point, I do a live. This way, it will just, whatever I'm moved or my heart tells me to let me speak about, that's what I'll speak about. So now, as I mentioned with the view, I'm going to exclude my take of money as of now. Let's look at your view. And I'm not going to say you that think that money helps you to get by, you are wrong. Or you that says because everyone thinks it is right to them. So I'm not here to tell you you're wrong in thinking that way. I will just state certain things that's true about why we should have a shift of thinking in the way we think about money. One of these that I will mention is look at the surroundings. Everything that you see, the trees, the birds, the animals, the sea or the ocean or the river, all these things that are natural, you see them question is, do you need money to get these things? Majority will tell you these days, yes, you do. If you want to plant a tree, you got to go buy one. All right. Then if you think that way, think of the very first person that moved one tree from one place to the next. Did they need money to do that? Okay. I'm just here to direct you in shifting your thinking. I'm not telling you. I'm directing you to shift that thought, because shifting that thought will better your experience in living. So, with that thought alone, leave that alone. Now, let's move. You that love plants, like flowers and gardening and all this, these days, you have to pay for it. I don't deny that. But also, you can go about where you do not need to. But let's say you that pay for it. You go, buy the seed, plant it. Alright, so how come when you buy the seed, you plant it? You do not have seed to grow it the next time. You have to continue buying the seed. Think about that. Now, let's move to the biggest one out of them all, which a lot of people knows. For these, there's a lot of money to be made in that direction, and which is that animals. What do you know about animals? These days, a majority of them is known to be pets. And what do people know about that? You have to buy them. So, me bringing all this up is just to open your eyes to see. Because if your fellow man already letting you paying for all these things, now come to humans. You will say, oh yeah, there's no, but it does happen. People pay for people, whether for an hour, for a day, or whatever it is, depending on what you're paying for that person for. So you see, I'm guiding you to shift your idea of money, because by going after money, you will put it in the wrong places. Why? Money is what? Even if you want to go after it, tell you money is no good. Why is that? Because it shifts your thought, it shifts your thinking to always be on that. And where does money come from? Human says, oh, money don't grow on trees. But what does money come from? Very trees that they said it's not grown for. How come? Because that tree get cut down and be processed, and you got money from it. So where does that tree come from? So the very tree that you make money out of, what do you use to buy the tree? Now you get my drift. Where I get going with this, I'm just giving you all this to move your attention from where you put it. So now, what is your view on money? Or how do you view money? Are you still one that think everything evolve around money? And if so, why? I ask this so you can put it to yourself in understanding. I'm here to give you an answer, but to give you some answers, I have to let you think also about it. So this way, you understand that, yes, to have better life, you have to also be able to think in the direction of better life, in the sense of better living. So to have a better living doesn't mean you need X amount of money. Some people says, oh, you do it for. Yes, you let money becomes that barrier for you to have a better living. So, is your view on money is to go after money and forget everything else? Because when you do that, what happens? All the topic we've covered, when you go after money, all those topics are neglected. Yes, you go after the better job, but are you there for the job? No, you're there for the money. So what happened to the job? You become inadequate. You said, oh, if I have more money, I'll be able to take care of my family. But when you go after money, what happened to your family? Your family suffers. Why? Because they see less of you. Yes, you provide, the money provide everything, but less of you. And therefore, since your family suffer from that, they don't know you. You're a stranger. I know. What the next? In the housing section. Yes, you go want to have a big house and all this, but what happened after? So you constantly have to be doing your very money that you go after now, instead of that money doing the things that you says money is there to do for you. Now you doing more for your money than what the money is doing for you. So in that sense, what happened? You end up having little or no life by going after money, in the sense that you barely get rest. And when a lot of human beings that they know this themselves, by having less rest, what happened? I'm not saying sleep. I said rest. You have less rest. What happened? You can barely function. And what happened when you barely function? You're always irritated, impatient, and you could barely stand other people constantly telling you what to do about the way you're going about, because you thinking that what they are there to stop you from going after the very thing that's breaking everything about you. So, if you want that things, the money is what makes everything around you function, think again. Go on your day off. Don't take money with you. Leave everything behind and go for a walk. Just go for a walk. Don't plan where you're going. Just go and see. By you seeing things as you go, it helps you appreciate that you do not need money to appreciate those things that you see. And that bring your thought back to how you view money. So that is my time. I will say thank you all for listening and paying attention. And with that says, I'm signing off now by saying God bless and hope you have a wonderful time. As always, this is your host, Coolio, saying have a nice one.